Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming up.
56 is the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56, right? 56. Exit, exit. Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you. I got you. Mike 56.
Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 72 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the slant. 50, 22. 56 at the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm here all day. 56. Let's go.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of
No
scrimmage.
gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Seahawks 48.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Must 56. Must 56. No chance.
Now Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Check 56. Target. 56.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Seahawks first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Greg Olsen. Touchdown, Seattle.
Greg Olsen. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second down and 3.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Right there.
Now it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 21. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike, 56.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Whip. Watch the whip. 21.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ryan. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Second time, defense. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Demonte Casey on the coverage.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, switch gears. Switch. 26. Check back.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Penny. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd down.
By Jamal Adams.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Wilson.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage, you have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now it's Lockett. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Hey, 0-0-0. Check.
Throwing again. Wilson airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 31-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. Mark 56.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
To throw again. Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, express. Double.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Wilson's pass.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Seahawks' 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd down and 5. A handoff to Penny. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
14. Jump. 18. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
No. Hey,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and a yard. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score is Seahawks 21, Falcons 7.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up backing the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. One last shot for Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.